So, I'm going to scoot back so you can see me. Actually, I'm going to show you a practice. I was going to show you Bhastrika, but I think what I'll show you instead is it's something called Nadi Shodhan or Nadi Shodhana, which just means alternate nostril breathing. So we're breathing in one nostril and we're breathing out the other, and then breathing back in that one and breathing out the other. And so we just use, you can take your right hand and we use the thumb. You could use left hand, whatever's comfortable, but we use the thumb to cover the nostril on that side. And we use the ring finger to cover the opposite nostril. And the two fingers are best just to put on the forehead right here. They rest nicely here. You can also curl them inside, but put them on the forehead. So what we do, and then I'll guide you through a practice together, is we close the right nostril. We'll breathe in through the left. We close the left. We breathe out through the right. Then we breathe back in through the right, close the right, and breathe out through the left. And we'll do about 8 rounds or so, and I'll guide you through it. So let's just take a deep breath in. And let it go. And one more deep breath in. And let it go. And covering the right nostril, breathing in through the left, 2, 3, 4. Close the left, breathe out to the right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in through the right, 2, 3, 4. Close the right and breathe out to the left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in left, close left, breathe out right. Breathe in right, close right, breathe out left. Breathe in left, close left, breathe out right. Breathe in right, close right, breathe out left. Breathe in left, close left, breathe out right. Breathe in right, close right, breathe out left. And just continue at your own pace. Long, slow, deep breaths. Alternating nostrils. Just do a few more rounds at your own pace, slow breath. And on the last round, you can finish by breathing out the left nostril and with eyes closed, just putting your hands face up on your lap. And just observing inwardly. What do you notice? What do you feel? And when you're ready, you can open your eyes And either in the chat, maybe just share what you notice now, or you can come off mute and share.
Common-centered.
Common center. And hey, Walter, good to see you.
Hey, Nathan. All right.
Yeah, common center. What else? Anybody else want to share?
My body completely relaxed further than I realized it could.
Is that Becca that I just met yesterday?
Yes, hi.
Hey, good to see you. Did anybody else want to share? Let me check the chat, by the way. Oh, here we go. Relaxed, extremely present. Relaxed. Yeah. Go ahead. Someone's coming off mute.
I've been following you for so long and all your podcasts, and I'm in Canada. Thank you. And totally relaxed. Thank you.
Hey, Lori. Yeah, thank you. By the way, I don't know if we had some issues with the timing of sending this out. We started at 4. Did most people weren't on at 4? I think we're having issues technically. Did everyone come on at 4:30 when we were in the middle of the...
4:30 was
Yeah,
the
it said 4:30.
4:30 was the email.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. So you missed half the presentation.
I was wondering why, because it came right in at 4:29. I was like, they're already breathing.
I was checking with my team. It was like, we waited till like 4:10 and I was like, there's only a few people on. I'm not sure. We had like 400-500 people signed up and I'm like, I'm not sure something went wrong. So apologize for that. So you guys got on just like 10 minutes ago. So what should we do?
Did you set a recording of it?
Yeah, I definitely have a recording. Yeah, email said 4:30. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's our fault. So
Yeah, 'cause I just came in. Yeah.
yeah. Well, we make mistakes like that sometimes. So forgive us. I don't know if it's my fault or my team's fault. It's one of our one of our fault. But I'm glad you guys are here. So let's see. Let's do this though. I am going to just go. I know we had just a few of you were on with me at the beginning. I apologize, but I'm going to go back and just start at the beginning. I'll go through it a little bit quicker, just for everybody who just joined us. But basically, I just wanted to say for all of you that just joined us, number one, nervous system is so essential. It's like the master controller when it comes to how we feel internally, how we feel emotionally, how our body repairs or doesn't repair itself. And would you agree that today so many people are living in a chronic stress state where the nervous system is just constantly on alert for threat, right? It's like this kind of chronic fight or flight state. And the nervous system really determines how we feel, how we think, how we respond, how we react. And the challenge is our nervous systems today, and I see this in clients I work with every single day, are being run on things that happened to us from our childhood. So it's the 5-year-old belief system, it's a 5-year-old trauma, it's a 3-year-old that wasn't loved and was overfed or underfed or undernourished. It's a 7-year-old that was rejected on the playground. It's the client today, the 13-year-old that was not understood or accepted. It was the 5-year-old, another client today, that had to perform, had to achieve to be accepted, to be otherwise was rejected, right? And so these things lodge in our nervous system from our childhood, and they stay with us into adulthood until we get to the root of them, or until we retrain our nervous system, or until we change these beliefs. Yeah, Lydia's saying, I was taught to be seen but not heard. Yeah, everyone maybe chat in something that is coming up for you right now. I mean, I was taught that standing out, being myself, being silly, funny, crazy was not acceptable. I got made fun of. I got called dumb. I got treated poorly. And then, part of me was like, oh, I have to be small. I can't be seen. Or, being myself is not accepted. And so there's a part of me that rebelled against that. And there's another part that built this insecurity. And that affects our nervous system. These beliefs come into our life and guide us and basically are leading our system. And so we're actually in this constant fight, flight, or freeze, which is dysregulating, downregulating our immune system. It's creating chronic inflammation in the system. It's creating all kinds of beliefs that cause us to get triggered easily or react to things. And so this session is really about how the breath and how meditation can actually help regulate the nervous system, among other tools, but these specifically for this session. So I gave you a little experience of the breath, and then we'll do another breath work actually in a little bit, and then a guided meditation. I'll give you a different practice. And also, so I'll give you an experience of that, what kind of resetting the nervous system can feel like, and then I'll share with you at the end also the practice I do every day, which is called sky breath, which is my absolute favorite practice for really resetting and grounding and nourishing the mind and body and system every single day. And so for those who don't know, who didn't catch in the beginning, my name is Nathan Crane. I am a certified breathwork and meditation teacher. I'm a certified Art of Living Foundation teacher. I'm certified holistic cancer coach and nutrition coach and trauma-informed somatic practitioner. I work with clients every single day. I've been on this path for the last 20 years, learning, studying, healing myself, helping others heal and awaken mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. I've reached and helped millions of people over the years, and have seen unbelievable things happen in people's lives when they address the nervous system, but also address life from a holistic viewpoint, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. We've watched in our community, stage 4 cancers go away. I mean, just incredible miracles that happen. Also, I've written some best-selling books and some documentaries that have changed the lives of well over 2 or 3 million people at this point. And I'm just honored to be here with all of you, sharing what I've learned, because I'm on this journey with you. I'm not anybody special. It's just trying to change my view so I can see you guys. Something happened here. So I learn and heal and help others and share what I learn, and am constantly growing and learning and evolving myself. But I do want to say this is one of the things I've learned over the years that's so important is your nervous system drives just about every bodily function you have, from heart rate to hormones to digestion to sleep to our breath, as we're talking a lot about, to our immune system, our emotions, and our body's ability to heal itself. Actually, the nervous system completely regulates healing in the body, and we'll look at that in a moment. Your nervous system is kind of like that master control switch. When it's balanced, the body can heal, and when it's not, has trouble digesting, has trouble sleeping, has trouble healing and repairing damaged DNA and mitochondria and cancer cells. And when it's dysregulated, almost every system in the body suffers. And many of you know this, I'm sure, and I'm not going into the deep science of it right now. I'll keep it super high level, so it's just a reminder for a lot of you. It might be new for some of you, but our autonomic nervous system has kind of 2 main components, right? You have the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic. And sympathetic, you can think of, I think of that as like the fire. It's like, this is the fire system. This is like, hey, you got to save someone's life right now. You got to save a child from a burning building, or save yourself. You've got to flip a car to save a child. You've got to run away from a wild animal that's chasing you, or somebody that's trying to do harm. That's sympathetic, right? That's fight, flight, that's freeze, that's stress hormones, that's survival. We're only meant to experience that once in a very blue moon. The problem is today, most people's systems are chronically stuck in sympathetic overdrive. At the nervous system level, people's brains and nervous systems actually think they're under attack all the time because of the childhood wounds, the adverse events, and the society that we live in. It's a combination of these triggers and the belief systems and more things we'll take a look at. Parasympathetic, you can think of, para means above, so going above or beyond sympathetic. So parasympathetic, healing, rest, digest, repair. That's when your immune system's turned on. So it can go in and clean up those cancer cells, clean up dead cells, repair damaged cells, clean up damaged DNA, heal mitochondria, repair mitochondria, detox. And it is it's like a seesaw, right? So when sympathetic's activated, or let's say sympathetic's activated, parasympathetic is not activated. That means immune system's not activated.
Brother-in-law's just left, and I realized I needed to put a sheet that we had to leave.
We got someone that, Deborah, can you mute yourself? We hear someone in the background. And so when parasympathetic's activated, your immune system's actually turned off, and vice versa. So did I say that right? When sympathetic is activated, fight or flight or freeze activated, your immune system's turned off. When parasympathetic's activated, that's when the immune system's on. That's when healing happens, digestion, rest. That's when you feel calm, peaceful. That's when you feel, content, happy, right? And the problem is most people are living with that gas pedal on all day long in a sympathetic overdrive mode. And we know that chronic stress is a nervous system problem. See, modern life today is keeping us stuck in that survival mode. It's leading to anxiety and burnout. It's leading to sleep disruption, brain fog, inflammation, digestive issues, fatigue. And when these are all symptoms of a nervous system that's dysregulated. And you probably heard of the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is responsible for so many functions in the body. It connects to the heart, the lungs, digestive organs, the immune system. It regulates our digestion, our heart rate, regulates our breathing, our emotional balance, our stress recovery, our body's ability to heal itself. It regulates the nervous system, the parasympathetic, turns it on. So your immune system can be turned on. And when it's activated, it creates rest and healing, which is, if you're dealing with chronic inflammation, autoimmune disease, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, any chronic health conditions whatsoever, chronic pain, anything at all, then you want to be in a parasympathetic state as often as possible. And when you are, miracles happen. This is where we've watched literal healings of all kinds in people that were sent home to die or said you can't heal. But we have to change it at a nervous system level, at a belief level, at a trauma healing level. And at the same time, one of the best ways to do that, one of the many tools, is certain breathwork practices and meditation. Now, there are a lot of signs, about 20 core signs I usually share with people about how do you know if your nervous system is dysregulated. Well, here's just a few, let's say top 6. You feel overwhelmed quite often. You have anxiety or irritability. You have poor sleep. You have chronic fatigue. You just don't feel like you have energy during the day. Digestive issues. You have difficulty relaxing. Maybe you get triggered at things people say quite easily. You feel reactive. You feel like the world's kind of coming down on you constantly. Just feel like it's just like this. I often hear it described, and I've felt this before for sure. It's like this kind of heavy weight on your shoulders, or this cloud of fog in your mind, or it's just like there's just something preventing you from feeling that love and joy and happiness that is your true nature. See, our true nature is like that innocent child, joyful, loving, kind, wise, compassionate, curious, creative. That child that got stomped down, that told, don't do that, don't ask questions, you're too dumb, you're not smart enough, all those things. So many of us were told as children, all those things that make us who we are in our core got stomped down, and then protective aspects of our nervous system came in to protect us, to keep us safe. And then beliefs, limiting beliefs, what I call borrowed beliefs, were added to that. And I call them borrowed beliefs instead of limiting beliefs, because just like anything that's borrowed, they're meant to be returned to their source. So these beliefs are there for a period of time, but they're not meant to be there for our whole life. They're meant to go back to their source when we become resourceful enough to be able to deal with these things inside of us. And so we return those borrowed beliefs, but those beliefs lead to what I call binding behaviors. Those behaviors are the things like, oh, you eat potato chips, you keep eating when you know it's not good for your body. Or, you keep smoking even though you know it's not good for you. Or you know you need to go to the gym, but you don't, you watch TV instead, right? All of us have some binding behaviors, some have more than others. Everyone's got something that, and think about it for yourself. You can share it if you want, you don't have to. But what is, some of those binding behaviors or borrowed beliefs that are in your life that you recognize? It's like, man, I know this is not good for me and it's causing challenge in my life, but I just can't seem to stop it. Like reacting to a spouse or a partner when you're trying to love them unconditionally, but you can't. You react. Like I used to react to my spouse, after a certain amount of time, it was like, okay, I just couldn't take it anymore. That little wounded child inside couldn't take it anymore. And then the parts that were protected to keep me safe then would get angry or upset or try to put down. We all have something, and very often multiple things. And those are the things that are very often keeping the nervous system in that dysregulation. And the more that you become aware of that, the more we accept it, the more vulnerable you are about it, the more honest we are about it, the more you recognize and learn about these parts of yourself, that's when healing can happen. And breathing and meditation are two very powerful ways to allow that to start to happen. And so the nervous system adapts through repeated experiences, right? And so we can retrain the nervous system. That's a beautiful thing. We can retrain it through certain breathing practices, through certain guided meditation practices, through mindfulness, conscious awareness, through movement practices, through belief reconsolidation, through connection, emotional healing, deep trauma healing work. I do trauma healing somatic therapy with clients called the awaken process. I integrate about 12 different processes together, and we go in and help heal these childhood wounds and bring in different ancient and modern neuroscience practices to help healing at a deep nervous system level. But we can also just do it with breathing and meditation. It can really help to get us into that parasympathetic state. And I know a lot of people want to meditate but have challenge. Who show of hands or type in the chat, you could say me. Who wants to meditate but has challenge meditating or says, I can't meditate? Let me know in the chat. Because I hear that a lot. Yeah, Sandy, me, Don, me. Yeah, absolutely. It's very common. Many of you are avid meditators already, which is awesome. Many people are brand new. Many people want to learn how to meditate because you know the benefits of it. We know that breathing is actually not only one of the fastest ways to influence the nervous system, certain breathing practices, is also one of the best ways to take us into deep states of meditation. Certainly the sky breath breathing practice that I'll share with you at the end, I'm leading a course this weekend, I'll tell you more about, takes you into that instant, deep meditative state very quickly. But certain breathing practice, I'll share another one with you that can help you get there as well. Kind of quickly help to just soften things a bit. In the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali talks about how pranayama, which is breath work, pranayama, which means prana is life force, energy, and yama means to expand or to control that life force energy. So basically, certain breathing practices, pranayamas, are about controlling and expanding our life force energy. That's what it does. And as Patanjali talks about, it actually thins the veil between the part of us that prevents us from connecting to that true self. What I like to call the true self in ancient practices, in ancient wisdom, just called self with a big S. In a lot of modern psychological understandings, also, it's called self or higher self, or we could call soul. But that true self, which is untouched, untainted by anything in the material world, any of these emotions, beliefs, and that deep true self, you touch that, you experience it when you feel just that calmness, that oneness, that kindness, that joy, even at certain times bliss. As they say in Sanskrit, Satchitananda, which is our highest expression of true self. That's existence, consciousness, bliss. Our true nature is bliss. But that's so hard. I get it. It's so hard when your life feels like pain, suffering, trauma, worry, anxiety, fear, doubt. We have money, we have stress, we have financial problems, we have, relationship problems. We have all these things. Like, how could my true nature be bliss? That doesn't even make sense. I get it, but it is, and you experience that. Actually, anytime someone does the sky breath, for example, they can tell you their own story. That you get that deep connection to true self, and many of you have that connection to true self from time to time, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. But breathing helps affect our heart rate, vagus nerve activity, blood pressure, emotional state. And I don't mean just regular breathing. I'm talking about specific kinds of breathing, right? And it can signal to your nervous system that you are safe and you can go into healing and create that parasympathetic response so your body can heal itself. And why meditation works, we know, as an ancient practice for thousands of years. It's been practiced in many lineages as not only regulation and nervous system regulation and healing and creating centeredness and calmness and being able to make good decisions and mental clarity and having energy, but also greater spiritual connection, greater spiritual awareness. And in our modern neuroscience, and so many scientific studies have been done on meditation, what it does to the body. It reduces stress hormones, increases emotional regulation, improves focus and clarity, strengthens our resilience, activates immune function. Right? Even 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a drastic difference in your life. And so back to the slide where many of you joined me, where we got to do some Nadi Shodhana. So now we'll do some Bhastrika, and then we'll do a specific guided meditation practice. So the Nadi Shodhana I shared with you is like a very nice, as you said, you felt gentle, calm, relaxed. Bhastrika, I'll just demo it. We'll do it together, and then you can share with me how you feel after. For those who, it's your first time ever doing this, if you feel a little lightheaded, it's okay. You're just getting a lot of oxygen into your system. Don't overstrain or push anything hard or anything like that. We're not going to do that. We're going to actually activate parasympathetic through a tiny sympathetic experience. So you'll see what I mean. I don't want to explain too much. So I'm going to back up so you can see me. Okay. Let me see. So seated, it's best to be at the edge of your seat if you can. Feet on the floor, cross-legged, however you are. Arms, elbows bring down to your ribs. So make sure you're not going to hit anything, any chairs or anything. And your palms are gently closed. And we're breathing in and out through the nose forcefully, like you're taking a deep breath in through the nose, and a forceful breath out, kind of like you're blowing into a Kleenex. And you might need some Kleenex to blow your nose, that's fine. And so we're going to breathe in through the nose as the arms go up, and we're going to go fast. It looks like this. So just demoing, and then I'll guide you through it. We'll do it together. So we breathe in as the arms go up and the hands open. We breathe out as the arms go down. Oh yeah, sorry. Stop sharing my screen. Great idea. Thank you, Hillary. So elbows by the ribs, palms gently closed. I'm going to demo again as we breathe in through the nose, the arms go up. And we breathe out through the nose, the arms go down. Up, down. And we're going to speed it up a little bit. And you can follow along. Up, down, in, out. Up, down, in, out. Forceful breath in and out, up, down, through the nose, together, down, up, down, in, out, and relax, closing the eyes, palms face up on the lap. Gentle breath in and out through the nose. Notice your body, notice how you feel. Now we're going to do a second round together. And this time, if you're comfortable, you can keep your eyes closed. Or you can watch for a first couple and then close your eyes. Just so you can stay with your own experience internally. So elbows gently by the ribs, palms gently closed. Remember, as we're breathing in and going up, the palms open at the top and they close gently at the bottom. Transition breath into the nose. And let it go. And together, in, out, up, down, in, out, up, down. Forceful breath, in and out, up, down, together. Eyes closed, up, down. Up, down, relax. Palms gently face up on the lap. Eyes closed, observing inwardly. Couple of deep breaths in and out. And we're going to do one more round together. Again, eyes closed. Bringing the elbows gently by the ribs, palms gently closed. Transition breath into the nose and let it go. And together, breathing in, out, up, down, in, out, up, down. Forceful breaths through the nose. Continue. Up, down, relax. Palms face up on the lap, eyes closed. Observing in your body, observing how you feel. And take a couple normal deep breaths in and out through the nose. And when you're ready, at your own pace, gently open your eyes. And you can come off mute if you'd like to share what you notice or how you're feeling now, or type it in the chat.
Alive.
Alive.
Alive. Yeah.
Alive. Deborah said very relaxed.
Yeah.
Lydia said very relaxed and lightheaded. Shana says body feels vibrant, energized. Stressed and tense. Woke my dog up confused. Oh, sorry for waking your dog up confused. Yeah, Mona, so stress and tense. Yes, that's interesting. I'd talk with you about that privately because often for some people actually breath has some triggers from very oftentimes childhood, and we would look at that. Neil says spacey, calm plus alert, awake. Sheena says, yeah, awake, calm plus alert. Calm. Yeah. So this is a very unique practice because, Bhastrika, by the way, Bhastrika means bellows breath. So it's like we're making like a bellows, right? Like you would use to stroke a fire, doing it with our lungs. Christy says, like I went for a jog, exercise, and that relaxed feeling after. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. So what this does, as you can tell, we just tap into a healthy sympathetic energization of breath to activate a parasympathetic deep relaxation. Karen says warm, Phil says more clear-headed. And so it's a beautiful thing about this nervous system and about our breath is that when we know how to use it properly, it can get us into that healing state, that clear-headed state, that rest and digest state. And this is just a little tiny taste of what sky breath is about. I'll share more about sky breath because it takes you into a much deeper state even. But before we even talk about that, I just want to share that this is also known as yogic coffee. So, if you need to feel a quick energy boost in the afternoon or something and you want something healthy, you can do 3 rounds of this and give you a nice little energy boost, clear-headedness in the afternoon. But with that, let's go ahead and go into a short guided meditation. So again, sitting comfortably, feeling your body against the seat. You can rest your hands on your lap. When you're ready, you can close your eyes. Just take a deep breath in and let go. Again, take a deep breath in and let go. Listen to the noises around you. Any noises in your environment, just welcome them. You might have the sound of the computer, or a fan, or a heater. There might be sounds coming from outside the room. Just become aware of all the noises around you. And accept all the noises. Be in harmony with your environment. Now take a deep breath in and let go. Now become aware of your physical body. The body's a beautiful gift given to you by nature, by God, by the divine. Honor and respect your body. Become aware of your feet, legs, genitals, abdomen, stomach, chest, arms, face, head, the whole body, the whole body. Take a deep breath in and let go. And become aware of any thoughts, whether good thoughts or bad thoughts. Be in harmony with them. Do not resist the thoughts. Let them come. Now you are in harmony with your thoughts. Take a deep breath in and let go. Become aware of your feelings, pleasant or unpleasant. You are peace and you are joy. Now become aware of your feelings. Be aware of your thoughts. Become aware of the sensations in your body. Become aware of your environment. And take a deep breath in and let go. And when you're ready, at your own speed, at your own time, you can gently open your eyes. You can feel free to rub your hands together, place them over your eyes, bring some energy to the eyes. How are you feeling? Deborah says, very good. Yeah, how do you feel now? Anybody else like to share?
Energized.
Nathan, can you hear me? This is Janet.
Yep. Hey,
Okay.
Janet.
I enjoyed going up through the body. I'm familiar with meditation, but I really enjoy going through the steps of the body. It seemed to relax even more. And while you're listening, and this could be for later, I'm interested in the deep healing breath. And I'd like to know later what you have available for that.
Sure. Beautiful. Yeah, I can share a little bit more about that in a moment. No problem. Yeah, in this particular meditation, we go to different layers of our existence, which is the body's a really important one. So thank you for sharing that. Lydia says super relaxed and beautifully calm. Shanaz, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Much more relaxed. Neil says balanced. Wendy says light and calm. How many of you this was your first time ever meditating? Let me know in the chat and how it went for you. I'm curious. Or you can unmute and share with us as well. How many of you felt like it was just, I don't know, 5 minutes or something? How many felt it was very fast? Anybody feel like that? I think we did almost 15 minutes, more than 15 minutes. Yeah, Shana says yes. Yeah, Lily says yeah, very fast. Yes, yes, it felt short. Yeah, I think we did more than 15 minutes actually. Sometimes time just, the deeper you get into meditation, time just dissolves. And that's when you know you're getting into a deeper healing state. Parasympathetic is starting to activate. Yeah, Chris says, wow, it seems faster. Deborah says, I've meditated before. This was a nice guided meditation and it did feel short. Yeah, and so this is one of the powers, beautiful powers of your breath and certain breathing practices, because they actually calm the system and get you ready for meditation. So breathing really actually helps meditation, especially certain breathing practices, breath work really helps with meditation. And yeah, so I'll share with you a few minutes. And Walter, you're here, which is a beautiful surprise. Thank you for coming. maybe I should love for you to share your story in a few minutes, because you did this course with me a few weeks ago, or like a month ago already. And so for those who are interested in the sky breathing, I want to share with you all. I'm a certified Art of Breath teacher, sky breath teacher, and I do have a online course coming up this weekend. And so the sky breath, I'll just share a little bit about it and the science and what it's all about. And Walter, if you're up for it, maybe you can share a little bit. Did I see?
It's about 44 days ago when I just planted my fourth tree, following the app. Every 10 days, they plant a new tree for you. And I planted my fourth tree about 4 or 5 days ago.
Nice.
I use it when I'm going to sleep, and sometimes I fall asleep at night and I wake up an hour later, so I'm gaining time on the sly. It's been life-changing in a lot of ways, much more relaxed, more centered. It's actually helped align my body, my neck, my head is more centered on the spine. I've been posteriorly moved towards the back, so the load is not forward loading anymore. I'm more back on my heels. And you know some of the work I do. It's a daily practice. It's the first thing I do when I get out of bed is go straight to the floor. And before I do anything, that's my first start of every day. And I look forward to it. I found I've tried it other times, but I find that first thing in the morning, it fuels the body with premium oxygen to start the day fully charged. So I start every day with a full tank of premium gas. It really is a beautiful treatment. It really is. I'd recommend anybody does it. I'll do more. In time, I'll come back and do more courses. But right now, I'm really enjoying this. Fabulous. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being here. And I love that analogy. You're filling your gas tank up with premium gas. Exactly. That's what we need. And, that's the one thing that we don't have control over most of the stressors in our life, right? We don't have control over what's happening to us most of the time. We're going to have the bills show up, the financial issues, the relationship challenges, the work issues. Like, it's going to happen as life, right? But what we do have control over is our energy towards that and our approach towards that and our response towards that. And actually, Gurudev, my teacher, says, and the founder of the Sky Breath practice, he says, what's the formula for stress? He says it's too much to do and not enough time. Too much to do, not enough time, and no energy, right? So think about it. Think about the times that you had too much on your plate, too much going on, too much to worry about. You have not enough time to do it, and then you have no energy. That's really like what's causing so much anxiety and stress in our lives, right? Well, the too much to do, most of us also don't have much control over that. The not enough time to do it, well, we all have the same amount of hours in a day. We can't change much about that. But if you notice, when you have a lot of energy, you're clear-minded, you have energy, you feel vital. When you have a lot to do in a short amount of time, how do you approach that? How do you feel?
Pressure brings stress. Put you back in sympathetic.
Well, when you have a lot to do and not enough time, but you have a lot of energy, then how do you handle those? Yeah, it's easy, right? You're able to achieve much more, is what Karen just said. Karen says easier to make decisions, less emotion. Absolutely, it's like when you have clear mind and you have a lot of energy. And I'm not saying fake, jittery caffeine energy. That's not the energy we're talking about. See, that's what's beautiful about breathwork practices and what Walter's talking about, which is sky breath practice, which I'll share with you in a moment, is that it gives you energy, real energy, with a clear mind. And when that happens, we can solve any problems in life, right? It's like, bring it on, like, cool, next, like, all good. It's all good. Like, I can deal with this. Because we're in a clear, calm, energized state. And when you're in a clear, calm, energized state, that's when healing is able to actually happen in the body as well. It's when you're overwired, you're unsympathetic, you have fake energy from too much caffeine, you're jittery. Now you're in a sympathetic dominance, which is also not helpful, right? So it's a big difference to the nervous system. Less emotional decisions, Karen said. Wendy says dizzy, low energy, cold. Yeah, so maybe my question wasn't as clear to everybody. It's like when you're more clear-minded and have more energy, it's like you can get more done, right? With less stress in your life. And that's what the premium gas is. And I'll share what that premium gas is. I've got a couple slides I can share. So it's called Sudarshan Kriya. This is what Walter was talking about. He took a course with me 44 days ago online. The short of it is known as sky breath. Sudarshan Kriya just means sky breath. And there's been over 100 independent scientific studies done on this particular breathing practice. Research shows it reduces cortisol, stress hormones, increases serotonin and endorphins, which make you feel good, activate the healing response in your body by up to 50% and 70%, lowers anxiety by up to 44%, reduces depression as little as 4 weeks, 3 times improvement in deep restful sleep, which is what we know we need for helping the body heal itself, improved immune cell counts within 3 weeks, enhances cardiovascular and respiratory function. And it's a rhythmic breathing technique that uses very specific patterns that you learn over the course of a few days. And then you take a home practice where it activates the vagus nerve. It balances the autonomic nervous system. It releases stress at a cellular level. It can help restore our emotional balance and helps shift us out of that fight or flight into deep rest and healing. Walter said he does it every morning and never misses. I'm the same way. I haven't missed a day in how many days? I'll tell you. Not that I count. It's just I know I started this in August of 2024, and I became a teacher last year because I loved it so much. And I'm a volunteer teacher, by the way. I do this work here for the Art of Living as a volunteer because I know how much this changes people's lives, and I wanted to give back. And so whatever it's been August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, 19 months. Haven't missed a day. However many days that is, because of how much it's helped me in my own life through the many challenges, business challenges, relationship challenges, family challenges, you name it. Physical challenges has helped me so much, which is why I'm giving back and sharing this with others. There is even in Columbia University, they found sky breath can alleviate anxiety, depression, PTSD, and stress-related illness by increasing parasympathetic drive and calming the stress response system.
Question for you. Question, Nathan. Is this the sky breath? This one you're showing? Or is that a different one?
The one I'm showing you right now is Sky Breath, which I'm going to be teaching online this weekend.
Okay. Would you call that a healing breath?
I do, yeah. I mean, the science shows that it puts the body into a deep healing state, so the body can start to heal itself. Absolutely.
Okay. So are there others that would target a specific issue, or would it be this one?
This is the one that I use and I recommend. And there's actually multiple breathing practices that you learn along with this that all activate healing in the body.
Okay.
And so Sky Breath is kind of the foundational one. And then you learn a few preparatory practices that get the body and the nervous system prepared for the Sky Breath. And I'll go through this and then we can answer all the questions. You can start chatting questions in or save them for the end. I just have, I think, 1 or 2 more slides and then I'm happy to take questions from everybody. So basically this weekend, I'm teaching an Art of Living Part 1 online course where you learn the Sky Breath as well as which Sudarshan Kriya Sky Breath. It's the exclusive powerful rhythmic breathing technique that's been backed by over 100 studies. You learn a number of powerful breathing techniques. Bhastrika is one of them that we do as a preparatory, but there's a couple of others as well. You'll also learn some ancient wisdom in modern neuroscience and modern psychology to help live a more joyful, peaceful life. You'll learn some simple at-home yoga that you can do that helps boost physical health, mental clarity, emotional stability. But even if you can't move well at all, this is not yoga that's standing on your head. It's just very gentle movement practices that are meant to help create more healing in the body. As well as just connection. You create a sense of connection and community, and a really deep sense of just inner awareness for greater inner peace and physical healing. Increase serotonin by up to 70%, reduce cortisol by 56%, which is so important for stress reduction, helping the body get into a healing state. 3 times improvement in deep sleep, 44% reduction in anxiety. Lots and lots of studies on this. And there's been, I think at this point, over 100 million people around the world who've taken this course. Art of Living has touched the lives of over 800 million people in 180 countries. There's 40,000 certified teachers. 44 years Art of Living's been around, transforming people's lives. People say things like, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, sky breath, Sudarshan Kriya gave me the strength to fight the darkest moments. It changed everything. Ujval says, for a decade, I was into smoking, drinking, and drugs. After Sudarshan Kriya, I finally found the real high peace, clarity, and a life worth living. Time Magazine, Washington Post said it's life-changing, maybe the fastest growing spiritual practice on the planet, shows promise in providing relief for depression. It just goes on and on and on. There's millions of testimonials. The real truth is, the real proof is in your own experience, right? As Walter was sharing us with his. So the next course I'm teaching, I try to teach once a month online. My schedule's crazy busy, but the next one, I wasn't able to teach one for about 5 or 6 weeks, but I was able to get one on the calendar for this weekend. And we have some spots available. So it's March 20th through the 22nd. You can just do it from the comfort of your home. It's super easy. It's from your laptop, computer, iPad, whatever you have. You just dress casual, comfortable. Walter knows it's a very, very casual experience, but it is important to show up to every session because each session builds on the next. And so it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's 3 hours each day, and it's 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern on Friday, 11 to 2 on Saturday, and 11 to 2 on Sunday. There's no recordings, and you do have to show up to every session to be granted a certificate of completion and to actually receive your home practice, so you can do it at home on your own as often as you want after. And you'll be connected to a local community if there's one near you, where you can then go join in-person sessions as well, but you have to complete the Part 1 course to be able to do that. And there's online ongoing community sessions as well, so be a part of a larger global community. You go anywhere in the world and you'll be connected with people who practice together every day, all around the world. So what's included is 3 hours of live daily sessions for 3 days. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Certified expert instruction, guided techniques with Q&A. You'll walk away with knowing exactly what to do and how to do it, as well as, like I said, the breathing is the sky breath is like the foundation of what you're leaving home with, but there's deeper transformation that's happening at a psychological level as well, because we're going through some really powerful experiences, some learning, some sharing, some ancient wisdom with modern neuroscience. It's a really beautiful experience. There's interactive wisdom sessions. We keep it very small group, so it's very intimate. And it's $295. It's $395. There's a $100 discount right now. Again, this all goes to the Art of Living Foundation. I don't even take $1 of this. I just do this volunteer because I know how much it changes people's lives. And this is Gurudev. He's the founder. This is me with him when my hair was short. Who is a renowned spiritual leader, humanitarian, peace ambassador. He founded the Art of Living Foundation in 1981. He popularized sky breath, Sudarshan Kriya, breathing technique. It's helped millions and millions of people around the world, from prisoners to politicians and everybody in between, to find stress relief, inner peace, and mental well-being. And there's a link here. I'll put it in the chat. If you have questions, I'll stay on for a bit. www.nathancrane.com/skybreath. And there's a video there, explains more, and then that link will take you to the actual checkout page with all the details. But would love to serve you this weekend if you can attend. If not, it'll probably be another month, at least another month. I'm going to be traveling in April, so we'll see before I can do another one. But yeah, the one thing that everybody says is like, no matter what, they change their schedule, they do the investment, they make it happen. They say it's the best gift they've ever given themselves and the best investment of their time they've ever made. I've heard it from so many people. And so, yeah, let's leave it there. And then I'll just see if there's any questions and then we'll wrap up. So, all right, I got some questions in the chat here. Thank you. You're welcome. Can't do this weekend, but bear in mind for the future. Many thanks for interesting session. Good night from Scotland. Yeah, good night, Neil, all the way from Scotland. Thanks for joining. Do I ever do weekday sessions? I work weekends. I like to do this. I haven't. I usually do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I could consider doing weekdays. So I will definitely consider that. Does it ever offer different times? I can't do Saturday, Sunday at that time. Yeah, this has been the time I've normally done just because it seems to work for most, but yeah, another one says weekday would be fabulous. Yeah, let me know what times on weekdays could work for you and I'll look into it. Shanaz says, thank you. Absolutely. Hey, Jay, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. Let's see, there's another
I
question.
can't find the chat, but thank you very much, Nathan. I'm interested in your course.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'd love to see you there. I know it'll be wonderful for you. And nice to meet you, Janet.
Thank you.
Sheena says, can you show us a bit of sky breathing? Yes, I can. When you sign up for the course, you'll learn exactly how to do it. It takes 3 hours a day each day for 3 days to go home with your own practice. Then it only takes you 20 minutes a day, 25 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, whatever time you want to spend. You're not breathing for that whole time, but that's including, the preparatory breathing, the sky breath, and then the meditation, the healing experience. And but we have to build on it. I can't just show you it right here and then you learn it. It doesn't work like that. So you actually have to attend the course and then you get trained in it properly. You might be able to, I don't know, sometimes people steal stuff and go put it online somewhere, and it's like, the problem with that kind of stuff is it never works the same, because here you're getting the full training of it in the proper form, through a certified teacher, originally trained through Gurudev, and like the whole thing. We cover the safety aspects of it, what to do, what not to do, answer all your questions. All this stuff's really important. It's not just, go do this breath work and then you're on your own, right? We're really here to support you and make sure you do it safely and properly, and that way it's fully beneficial for you. Yeah, Shanaz, there is financial aid available. Actually, when you check out, there is an option for a payment plan. And am I still sharing my screen? No, I can show you guys where you can do monthly. I think it's like $35 a month. Weekday times, anytime. I can rearrange weekdays. Thank you for what you do. You're very welcome. Thank you. We'll check the replay and see if I get less stressed by the breathing during the day off to bed. Good now. Good. Yeah, Mona, reach out to me because I would love to talk with you more about that. Oftentimes we have what in parts work we call protectors that can be in some people's breath, uses the breath actually, which can dysregulate the nervous system. And so we learn to work with that and understand it, and then your breath becomes the healing tool that it's meant to be instead of stressing your system out. Becca, thanks for joining. It's good to see you. Karen, if you're on my email list, you'll be notified for the next session. So anytime noon to 8 p.m. weekdays. Okay. Lifetime in reference to mentioned at the end. What is a lifetime? What did I say about lifetime? Oh, lifetime access to weekly group sky breath practice. Yeah, so either online, you'll be able to join. There's online groups happening all over the world all the time, and there's in-person groups happening all over the world all the time. So you have your at-home practice, which is a daily practice. And then it's recommended once a week to either join online or go in person to your local community and attend the deeper, longer version of the practice. And that once a week is like a deep refresh, nourishment, rejuvenation. And the daily practice is like Walter said, putting a premium in the gas tank every single day. I love that, Walter. I'm going to borrow that that metaphor.
I do the weekly. I always end up in a room somewhere, and I go to a different country every week.
Wow.
I just pop in and listen, and it's different because you're all talking the same language, but everybody interprets it in their own way.
Mm.
So being able to go to different teachers every week is fabulous. Really is.
You do that
Very
online. You
exciting.
do the online groups.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Nathan. I'm totally blind, and I listen to you in my infrared sauna, and I've learned a lot from you over the last 3 or 4 years. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, Lori, thanks for joining us, and thanks for joining us in your infrared sauna.
Yeah.
Well, good. If there's not any other questions, I think we will wrap up. Everybody says thank you, you bet. Thank you all for joining and giving yourself this little time of some breathing, some learning, some growing, some healing, some meditation. If nothing else, first of all, I'd love to see you all this weekend in the course. I know it will be life-changing for you, but either way, I'm here to support you. Reach out anytime, send an email, any questions you ever have, whatever you need, we are here for you. Oh, thank you for saying the hearts. I love that. And I just wish you all so much health and peace and happiness. Take care, everybody. Good to see you.
Namaste.
Namaste.